laptopy tablet versus tablety laptop, Apple's M1 iPad Pro versus Microsoft's Surface Pro 7. For general comparison, let's go over the raw stats. The M1 iPad Pro starts at $800, while the Surface Pro 7 starts at $750. The iPad Pro has two models, the 11-inch and the 12.9-inch. The Surface Pro 7 only has one model that's 12.3 inches, but has a built-in kickstand. For connectivity, the iPad Pro only has one single USB Type-C port, so you're definitely going to need a dongle to connect multiple accessories. The Surface Pro 7, on the other hand, has one USB-A, one USB-C, a 3.5mm headphone jack, a Surface Connect port, and a microSD card slot for expandable storage. For displays, both tablets have very similar pixel densities, but the iPad Pro takes the cake. Both models have 120Hz refresh rates, and the 12.9-inch one has mini LED and very high peak brightness. On the other hand, the Surface Pro 7 only has a 60Hz LCD display with relatively low peak brightness. For cameras, the iPad Pro can record at 4K, has an ultra-wide camera, and a LiDAR scanner. Meanwhile, the Surface Pro 7 can only record at 1080p. All in all, for externals, the iPad Pro has a better display and camera system, while the Surface Pro 7 has better connectivity and expandable storage. Now let's get on to internals. Both tablets have fairly fast CPUs. The iPad Pro has the M1 chip, while the Surface Pro can be configured with an Intel Core i3, i5, or an i7. Here are the average single-core performances on Geekbench 5, and here are the multi-core performances. As you can see, the M1 iPad Pro is a little bit faster. Now in terms of security, both tablets have facial recognition software. The iPad Pro has Face ID, and the Surface Pro has Windows Hello. Overall, both tablets have very similar internal features that you care about, besides one that I'll get to in a little bit, but the iPad Pro is a little bit faster. Now, let's get on to the recommendation. First, let's discuss your needs. Are you going to be taking a lot of notes or drawing, or are you going to be running a lot of different programs? Do you want a more tablet experience or more of a computer one? All these factors are really important because both tablets run very different operating systems. The iPad Pro runs iPadOS, which is based off of the iPhone mobile operating system, meaning you're going to be limited in some things such as file management and multitasking, but you're going to have a far better tablet experience because it's built around touchscreen functionality. On the other hand, the Surface Pro 7 runs Windows 10, which allows you to run anything a typical computer can, but you can't do everything a specialized tablet can because Windows is just not built for it. There are many advantages and disadvantages to both options, but my recommendation is, if you have another computer, get the iPad Pro. It's faster, has more note-taking apps and pen accuracy, and it's built to be a productivity companion. But if you don't have another computer, get the Surface Pro 7. It might not have all the features of the iPad Pro, but it more than makes up for it with the versatility of Windows 10. The operating system provides a lot more freedom and customizability. Ultimately though, all of this is your decision and based on your preferences. Don't just watch a single video about this. I've linked many more down in the description to watch at your discretion. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck with your purchase and have a wonderful day.